jaywalk through an intersection, you get a ticket. If you blow a red light in your car, you get a ticket. But do it on a bike in New York City? Now, you're a criminal. A new enforcement policy by the NYPD is drawing backlash from New York City's cycling community. In a shift that took effect in early May, police officers are now issuing criminal summons, not traffic tickets, for low-level violations by cyclists, including riding on the sidewalk or running red lights. The change means many riders must appear in criminal court, facing the risk of a permanent record. But New York City's cycling community is rallying together to fight back. On Friday night, dozens of cyclists gathered in Manhattan for a protest ride. But this wasn't a typical demonstration. Instead of blocking traffic, they flowed with it. Slowly. Rolling through the streets at a crawl, riders strictly obeyed traffic laws, stopping at every red light, yielding at every intersection, and even dismounting to jaywalk their bikes through crosswalks. It was a sort of weaponized compliance to demonstrate the true ridiculousness of the mayor's new policy. Mayor Eric Adams defended the policy earlier this week, saying drivers had been targeted for too long. He framed the change as part of a broader push for balance in traffic enforcement. However, it's not hard to read between the lines and see the real motive here. The enforcement primarily targets delivery riders, many of whom are undocumented. Facing jail time for corruption, Eric Adams has been ingratiating himself towards the Trump administration. And what better way to do that than assist with his campaign against immigration? For many delivery workers, rolling through a stop sign doesn't just mean an expensive court date, it could mean deportation and separation from families. The escalation has already led to dangerous overreaches by the notoriously jumpy NYPD. One officer pulled a taser on a rider. Another stopped a cyclist in Central Park and berated him for not speaking English.
You speak English in America. I'll write that.
Wow.
But like always, New York City cyclists aren't taking this lying down.
We condemn the targeted profiling of cyclists and unfair treatment when cars commit infractions every day with hardly a slap on the wrist. Cars kill hundreds of people every year in this city, not cyclists. Riders are being deterred from biking or simply trying to do their jobs due to fear of criminalization and deportation. This enforcement pushes vulnerable workers into danger physically and financially. This crackdown aligns with pressure from the federal government to remove undocumented people from U.S. cities. Streets should be safe for everyone, not used for a pretext of criminalization and displacement. Cars kill. Biking is not a crime. Biking is community. Biking is family. Cars kill. Bikes don't. In a world built around these 2-ton plus metal machines, it's not sensible. We should have cities ready for cyclists to get around safely.